Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday. Welcome. I hope everyone is doing okay. Get in here. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up. I would really appreciate it if this is your first time here and you have not yet subscribed. I'd appreciate you considering subscribing and supporting the channel. Happy Sunday, CF. Welcome. I hope everyone is doing well. Hello, Miss Angie. Hi, Keisha. Hello, Mrs. Q. Hello, Debbie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy to have you ladies join me this evening. If you would, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. Hello, phenomenal personality. Welcome, everyone. So, I'm going to start with a little bit of a confession, followed by part two of a confession. Hello, hello, happy Sunday, Ingrid Scott. Hello, DJ King. Hello, TC. Welcome, ladies. Please go ahead and hit the thumbs up. Hello, April Oliver. So, first part of this is I am tired. Hi, Fly Boo. I am tired. I traveled this past week for work. I traveled for my nephew's graduation. I have rushed back to Atlanta. I'm completely disorganized. I'm tired and I'm hungry. So I really planned to um, share with you the side pocket hobo because I featured it in a PSA this past week or the week before. It's all running together to me. But I didn't have an opportunity to dig it out. And I'm going to start with a little bit of a personal rant from me to me, but you ladies may be able to relate as well. So, there have been periods within the community when we've seen how folks organize, how they care for their bags, how they clean them, how they condition them. You have heard stories about the wear and tear of bags, the fading or the effectiveness of a dust cover, ability to be able to buff out scratches. We've shared all kinds of information in this community. And I'm one of those people, and I'm looking at a few right now, where I have not experienced the fading of the blue Dudenberg dust covers on my bags. Any color, any leather. I've predominantly lived in the South, did live some time in the Mid-Atlantic, and even with all of that humidity in those different places, I have not had an issue with fading. And I still haven't had that. That's not where I'm going with that. But in listening to some folks about how terrible it is to store bags in the plastic bags that they come in, I took the side pocket hobo out of the plastic bag that it has been in for years and finally put it inside of one of those blue dust covers. And for those of you that know what the sea of blue dust covers looks like, you will know the struggle I have had trying to find it today. So I am going to continue to look because I know that there were a couple of you, including Mrs. Q, that were interested in seeing that bag. And I have it. It is here. It is in the sea of blue dust covers, and I am going to dig it out. But I said all of that to say two things. One, it's postponed. I will have to find it. Maybe I'll find it and be able to do a handbag happy hour for it. But two, the other thing is do what works for you. Don't let other people handbag or collection shame you into doing something that doesn't fit with your collection, your storage space, your living conditions, your climate, your preference, because at the end of the day, it is your collection, it is your money, it is your bag, and you assume whatever risk there are for the way that you care for and maintain your bag. So I am just slightly pissed with myself for taking somebody else's advice on what to do with my bags because now I can't find it. Anyway, All right. Y'all, let me tell you. Yesterday was one of the most exciting days I think I have had. Um, I'd rank it up there since becoming an aunt. So I know that you have heard Corey talked about my nephew on this channel. There are some videos where he was a little bit younger, and there's a couple of cameos of him on the channel. Y'all, he graduated high school on yesterday, and one of his private school teachers from elementary school sent a class picture, and I've had several of my friends and co-workers that remember during the time when my sister left the country to go to medical school, and it was just me and Corey. And he would lay in my bed at night and cry, "I miss my mama," and I cry right along with him saying, "I miss your mama too," because we're both trying to figure this out. So to have all of that time kind of pass and to see him go from like the little private school cap and gown graduation ceremonies to the one that really matters, right? The one that sets them up for a path of everything else. It was just absolutely amazing to witness on yesterday. And some of my close friends and close co-workers that have become my family of friends or friends of, yeah, family of friends. They reached out on yesterday and with all of the posting and everything that I was doing on Facebook, and they were like, "Oh my goodness, he looks like a grown man now," because they remember him, you know, at times coming into work with me, or maybe there would be different activities and stuff that we would have going on. And this little boy that has continued to grow, who is now, you know, 6'2", walk across the stage with his high school diploma. It was a really special day. But that's why I'm tired, because I've been ripping and running all week and celebrating, and then rushed back to do this tonight and couldn't find my bag because of the blue dust covers. So we're going to improvise just a little bit, because I have been on a neutral, light colored bag kit, because y'all know this time of year is when I tend to talk more about the bone and Sierra trimmed leather and the combination of how it pairs perfectly, and it's chic and clean, and it can transition you right into the fall because it's such an amazing color. So this was the last neutral colored bag that I shared with you on the channel, and then I had an amazing update because I did not love this bag when I first got it and first carried it. I traveled with it, and it just wasn't large. It did not feel large to me, and I've had a change of heart. But I did a while back pick up another bag, and it is has been sitting for a while in the color Beechwood. So now I'm curious to see how it compares size wise to the large Maxine, and I'm also curious to see if maybe I should have opened it a little bit sooner, because you can see it's wrapped in paper, which should have signified to me earlier in my coach days that this was probably somebody's return. I'm trying to see if the name of the bag is on here. Nope, just the color. So we're going to dig in and see if I have been bamboozled, or if maybe I have my next neutral bag in hand to move into. So let's see. It's heavy. It's really heavy. I think this is the third didn't have it on here, but all right. So here we go. This bag lived forever at the outlet, and before it arrived at the outlet, it was forever on Coach.com and at the boutique. What is that? And I finally pulled the trigger back probably at the start of COVID. What the heck is this? That's not a, doesn't feel like a dent. What is that? Is it something in the lining? I'm loving the color. It's of course a bit more neutral and not as light or summery as my Maxine. And the shoes I've got on today, I don't know. That's neutral. It could work, but I do like the size. I'm not sure what's going on here on the bottom, but it does have feet. It's got the genuine glove tanned pebbled leather on the bottom. And I think at the time, because it's been about a year, a little over a year now, I think the reason that I like this one besides the size is the fact that it has the double carry option. And by that I mean it has a top handle so it can be carried as a satchel or over the crook of the arm, but it also has shoulder straps so it can be carried over the shoulder. And it works over the shoulder. I'm thinking though maybe I would have preferred the reverse. And I know that isn't necessarily a preference for a lot of folks to have the lightest color on the outside, but for this time of year, I think I might have preferred that. All right, let me get in and take a look because it's been a minute since this bag was even online, like on Coach or Coach outlet site. So big pockets here on the outside, and there is there a way to close this? There's no snap, there's no magnet, so the outside pockets, or the outside, yeah, I guess I'll call them pockets, are open, and on this side there is a zipper pocket. Let's see. And I want to see how big the pocket is. Paperwork. The pocket does go the full depth of or height of the bag, and then the length of the bag stops like right here. So that's a nice size pocket, and it would be a great place, just like on the shadow carry-all, to kind of drop your phone or your boarding pass or your mask or hand sanitizer, any of those things that you're constantly reaching for. Even if you wanted to kind of drop your keys in that zipper pocket so that when you get in the car, you're ready to push button start. It's always accessible. That outside pocket would be a good place to keep that. And then on the other wall here, also no snap or magnet. I think this is suede or micro suede in the lining. it's not on the outside, so I'll live with it on the lining of the pocket. But this outside pocket is also has some organization with a snap pocket that I'm gonna try to, there we go. Okay. All right, that's got a good snap on it. Maybe that's the hardware Coach should switch to, because the magnets haven't been good. Now this pocket, this snap pocket is smaller than the zipper pocket on the other side. And I don't know what I would keep in this pocket. Maybe a mask. But probably see if I don't have like my sunglasses in the case. If I'm like, I don't know, like really quick running in some place, I could maybe hook the arm over that pocket so that they're accessible so that I can reach back in and get them. And then there's the, I don't know, maybe that's micro suede. It doesn't really feel like, yeah, I guess it is suede. Because the original price, hang tight, the original price on this ticket, manufacturer suggested retail price, was $995. So if it's $995, what they're suggesting from a retail standpoint, and that's not real suede in the inside, then I've got other issues that I need to explore with the Coach brand. All right. There is dust cover in the inside along with tons of stuffing. Okay, let me just take all of this out for a second. It's like 3 layers of paper right there. Ew. Okay. It has a huge open cavity. The inside, though, is like a kind of thin gingham. Maybe it's not linen, but it's a light color. It just feels like for what they had the suggested price, that there might have been suede or something a little thicker in the inside. I'm liking this. I'm liking the color and the size, but I'm not seeing where $995 of suggested retail is coming from. And then on the back, it's got that awful kiss lock that would probably be great for, I don't know, your vitamins in the morning, your coins, if you keep those in your purse, it might fare well for those. That kind of feels like a waste. Like it would have been better with a zipper pocket or even a slip pocket in addition in the inside, because that don't get us to $9.95. Now it doesn't get me to $9.95. How's that? And the straps. So the straps are chalk, but the handles feel like an old woman trying to distinct. It's almost like a T-Morrow brown. It doesn't quite feel like a stark black, but it's also not brown either. I don't know. Do they look black to y'all? They probably do under the light. I don't know. Does anybody else have this bag? Are these straps black? Because they don't look black to me. They look like the underbelly of the strap, and that doesn't look black to me either. It's not stark, dark enough. Yes, Rosalind, it is. It is the 39 in the color Beechwood, pebbled leather. So pebbled body, Beechwood, and then I guess this is kind of the chalk here on the side. This bag is heavy. I'm glad it didn't come like the carry-all. Thank you. I got confirmation that it is a dark brown. I think that's what I was just asking for. Okay, Mrs. Q, thank you. Yeah, it looks like it's a dark brown to me as well. Now, I still don't know what's causing this situation right here. Can cows have acne? Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I don't know what that is. But it's like a knot, like there's a keloid in the leather. And I can even feel it in the inside through the lining. Like it's, see that? And it's hard. It's not moving. It won't flatten out. But it is still significantly better than the shadow carry-all that I really wanted in the Beechwood leather, because it was just beat up. It just couldn't stay. So even though this one has been sitting for a year, I think that overall I can live with whatever this corner situation is and the acne here under the bottom. I think I can live with this one. If not, it's too late because it's been a year. I know I can't return it. But let's take a look at it side by side to Maxine, because this was the color. We'll start with like the side view, because yeah, I feel like the Dooney one might be a smidgen deeper, even though it's shorter. Actually, they are about the same depth, but the 39 is significantly longer. It feels, the 39 has the large feel that I think I was looking for. What's on the bottom of this? I think it has the large feel that I was hoping this one had when I moved into it and carried it the first time. And then from a height standpoint, let me get this kind of tucked back in and get them side by side so you can see the height. Maxine does occasionally pop up on ILD or even on Dooney. They feel about the same height. And then shoulder drop wise, let's see here. My tag sticking out of my shirt. All right. They actually fall, the 39 falls a little bit lower because it's right at the bend of my wrist, and you can tell there's a little bit more room before I have the bottom of Maxine. I think I could carry this summer though. I think it's growing on me. I was really excited when it came in, but I guess not excited enough to open it or excited enough to feature it. But what a difference a year makes. Okay, so I have also pulled out a double swagger because I'm still on the hunt for a couple of different colors in the double swagger, which are probably never going to surface. But I've carried my double swagger, so I wanted to see how it compares to the 39 so that I could see whether or not I'm going to enjoy the carry. I also now want to see how the weight compares because when I first did the reveal of my double swaggers, I felt like it was a heavy bag as well, but I don't think it feels as heavy as the 39 does coming out, but no, it's heavy. It's heavy. So here we go. This is in apricot, however you want to call it. And it's been stored, not stuffed. I probably should stuff it a little bit more. I don't know. I don't have enough stuff in there. And this right here, this is the reason you should start with a good bag because you should be the one to beat it up and give it all of its love marks and beauty marks and dings and stuff. And if it comes that way, then it just looks like an old, nasty, used, trashed bag when it arrives that way and you build your love marks into it. So, enough of that. Okay. Let me get them side by side. Hold on. Get these straps out of the way. All right. So, here we go. Not quite as tall. Lengthwise, let's see here. Definitely a difference in the length. The butts of these feel to be about the same. Yeah, the butts are the same. It's just, I think, maybe because the sides of the 39 are a little bit more rounded. I guess it depends on how you take your dimensions. If you're taking just the, what I consider from edge to edge, then they're the same. If you take into consideration when it's flat, right, that it expands a little bit more, then the 39 is definitely has a deeper butt on it than the double swagger. But I like them both. This one feels more like for work. Where I think I would use this one kind of whenever, wherever. This one is giving me more work, structured, professional vibe. Not necessarily that I grabbed this one to just carry on the weekend, but this one I started out in on the weekend and fell in love even before it got here. This one, kind of feels to me like it's the bag that I would take in like to a budget planning meeting or to like a strategy meeting or planning meeting for like opening a new facility or closing it. It's giving me more structured work, professional vibes than I don't know. on the weekend kind of bag. It's not, it doesn't feel like the bag I would grab and like take to brunch or dinner. I mean, some of you are experts on this bag, this style, this collection, and I'm first. I'm entitled to feel how I want to feel about my bag, but I'm curious to hear how those of you that have the bag use it. Am I looking at this through the wrong lens? Is there something you can say to me in the chat that would help me get a little bit more use, more flexibility out of this bag? I just wouldn't. I don't see me grabbing this one and running out like on the weekend to, I don't know. This wouldn't be one I'd grab for like a Starbucks and Costco and lunch run. I wouldn't with that one, but I could see doing that with this one. And that's not to take away anything from this one. I love it. I just feel like it's got a little bit it's got a little bit different vibe. Yes, sus, it does. It has that attaché vibe to it, you know, kind of square, structured work, briefcase, laptop files, which I think there's a place for this definitely in my collection, but it's no shadow carry-all. But it also doesn't have the same vibe that I have with this one. So I'm glad to have both of them here. I don't think I missed out on anything by not carrying it last year. Let's see. I'm not used to a bunch of dents and dings and stuff. Dooney's pebbled leather has spoiled me a bit. Do y'all see that one there as well? Let's see. That looks like a scar. Can you see it there from the side? Oh, let me find the right, try to find the right angle. You see that now? It's like it's not consistent texture right in that spot. Yeah. It was a good price. I do like the color combination. I love the size. Wish that it had some kind of security for these outside pockets, especially because you don't have these handles tucked in. It could kind of expose your outside storage situation, especially if you've loaded a bag down for like your full regular Dooney carry, right? And I say that because of what I normally carry inside my Dooney bags, but I'm liking it. Am I thrilled? I don't have the same excitement over this bag that I had over the reveal of any of my double swaggers. Am I happy to have it in my collection? Yes. If another one became available, would I purchase it in a different color? No. And that's without me even having carried it. Hands down, I can absolutely say that if another one became available, even in a gorgeous red, I wouldn't pull the trigger. It feels a bit boxy. I like the size, but it feels like there should have been a little bit of some kind of curvature, some better angles or something on the bag. And I'm really disappointed that there isn't some security to this outside storage on either side. And I know there are many of you that absolutely love the little kiss lock or frame purses. I could live without them. If there's an accessory that disappeared, and I never saw it again, would I miss that? No. So I would have much more preferred the interior to have a zipper or a nice size slip secured pocket, as opposed to the little kiss slot, because the interior of this bag it's pretty big, and to have it limited with storage, it just feels like a waste of real estate in the interior lining, storage situation on this bag, because you got the creed, but there's no storage option here, and then the only other internal storage option is the whole kiss lock, which kind of brings back childhood horror stories. So that's it. I will dig out. I think I know where this one is because I haven't put it away yet. The shadow carryall, because I did purchase 2 colors when I purchased the Beechwood, and of course the Beechwood ended up being returned because the leather was just not in acceptable condition for me. But I would like to compare it to the 39 and possibly even to the double swagger. And I know these bags are not available, but my channel. We're going to just leave it at that. My channel, and that's what I want to share and talk about from a comparison, because it's more of an education for me as I am learning and experiencing and carrying some of my Coach bags, to just kind of get a feel for them. It also helps me to determine what features I really like from Coach, and it's going to help me determine if I continue to purchase bags from Coach, because other than their accessories, I think that I could very well be out of the Coach game. I know it was very short-lived, and that's okay for me. But I think I'm pleased with what I have, and it would take something pretty special for me to pull the trigger again on another Coach bag. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm a woman, and I'm reserving the right to change my mind later. So take that with a grain of salt. It is as I feel today. All right. Well, that's it. You got Dooney & Bourke's large Maxine from a comparison standpoint. You have the apricot double swagger compared to the Rogue 39, and I guess we'll kind of consider this my first impressions, because that's kind of what it is. So that's all I have for you today. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go get some food and call it a week, because it's been just that. Thank you so very much for watching. Please be sure to hit the thumbs up before you head out. If you are watching this this reveal first impressions on replay, interested in hearing your thoughts, how you use your 39, if you have it, if you don't have it, I just want to know your opinion. Does it feel boxy and attaché like to you? Are there things that you would like to see changed about this bag? Not that they're going to do it. I know they're gone. Or at least I haven't seen a new 39 in a while. But I'm curious to see or hear what you would change. Heck, let's do all 3 bags. It can be 39, the double swagger, and the large Maxine. If you're watching this on a replay, drop a comment down below and let me know what you would change about any one or all 3 of these bags. Thank you so very much for watching, and until next time, I do hope you find something that feeds your addiction. Take care, everyone.